Hello everyone. Hope you're all having a fantastic and wonderful day so far. John Brazilcon here, ready for some more Forlorn Dirge, a D&D 5e actual play set within my own homebrew setting, as we go ahead and follow a series of misunfortunate adventures during a terrible calamity that has happened within this world. But before we continue on with all of that, let's go ahead and say hello and get a warm hello from our wonderful party over here.
Warm hello.
Hello.
Oh, hi there, Arnold.
True.
Wow, it's me. I'm here to play D&D.
Oh my
Thank
gosh. I didn't know you, I can't think. I'm so sorry.
Yeah? Are you?
Oh my god,
Are
it's the Terminator.
Oh, boy. Well, yeah.
Said they would be back, and now I'm back.
Yeah, I hope everyone's having a fantastic day and ready for some more Forlorn Dirge. So while we get ready, let's go ahead and remember who it is that's here and who they will be playing today. Brian.
Hi, I'm Brian, he, him pronouns, and I will be playing, Constable Durick, he, him pronouns. And totally not getting into mischief, you know?
Oh yeah, why
As
would you
you
ever
do.
get into mischief?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, thank you very much, though. Ryder?
Hello, I'm a contestant writer. She, they, him pronouns does not matter, and I'm playing as Nimla Pagefield with she, they pronouns. Happy to be back.
Thank you very much as well. Jockey?
I'm Jockey. Fucking FromSoft teasing me with Bloodborne 2, but it's actually a different game. It looks pretty cool. I'm playing Kin Ryota, who's he, him, and is a monk who's unfortunately in 2024 stuff, so I'll have to just keep an eye out for all the added rules.
Yeah, gotta love that D&D Beyond doesn't let you choose if you want to do 2014 or 2024. It's just 2024 with an option to include 2014 for some reason. I know, does it say Roll20 on D&D Beyond? Oh yeah, thank you, Jockey. Game?
Hello, it's I, Game. I played Samael. Minecraft movie.
Flint and Steel!
I had an ad for that, and as I opened the stream, but it was specifically for the McDonald's tie-in.
No.
Oh. No, what's the McDonald's now?
Get the Grimace Dragon Egg. Oh
Those
boy.
McDonald's has
very
nothing
expensive.
for me. If
Oh,
McDonald's doesn't...
Same. I literally cannot stomach McDonald's.
Well, I'm just vegetarian. They don't have any vegetarian food.
You can get the
Yeah,
chicken
been
nuggets
there.
from like 10 years ago when it was pink slime.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
Still is.
Uh-oh.
The sludge.
At least I can eat the incredibly oversalted wet fries.
Oh, good, another person who hates the fries. Yeah, and I think they're too soggy too. But that's we're not here for.
Tie it into me Irish
fast-
heritage. My grandparents came from Galway. I need some real potatoes that are actual fries that are thick and true, like me. Wait, what? Pause.
All right.
Too much
Wait a
heritage.
minute.
Too much heritage.
Oh boy.
Too far,
Thank
too
you,
far,
thank
too
you. But yeah, I'm Gamazolokon, call me Nathan, he, him pronouns. I am the game master for nights and all other nights for Forlorn Dirge. And I am hoping everyone's ready for whatever transpires today as well.
Except for the third weekend next May.
Third weekend next May, what's happening there?
Nate won't be the host.
I won't?
Oh, damn.
Am I getting voted off the island?
Looks at screen threateningly.
Alright, well. But, yeah, last
Watch your
time.
back.
Last time on Forlorn Dirge, the party, every member of Operation Brynwatch, now within the town of Siona, made their way through the main thoroughfare, examining the streets and seeing that Neria's soul had ventured from their home. Instead, as they explore, the sky opened up, revealing a black sun that bled down onto the town, encapsulating everyone into a dome where creatures of some strange variety formed, spilled from the oily blood, killing a couple of the sailors that were accompanying the operation, and nearly taking out some other party members as well. But with the creatures defeated, the dome disappeared, and the sun was hidden by the clouds yet again. The operation was met by the town's mayor, and then eventually brought along into the town hall to discuss with the council, given some of the events that have happened within the world since the clouds covered them up. Learn some of the misfortune that has transpired, as well as other strange occurrences. With all of this done, the party went ahead and headed to the last light inn to rest up with the rest of Brynwatch. Afterwards, in the night, Cans snuck off a bit to meet with Siren, a person who's known to be with the operation only as a matter of working off a death sentence, one could say. Siren revealed that he knows Kansas' true origins to be someone from Blasphemy, a section of another realm's hells that was tossed away and eventually plummeted into the realm of Haba-Eel. Outside of that, with a bargain done between those two to aid each other, Samael also went to the temple nearby to discuss matters with the priest within there, learning some more of the hardships, as well as agreeing to come the next day to discuss ways to help the temple and keeping itself safe, as well as the town safe with its divine ground effects. But the night has ended, and a new day has approached. Although it's tough for you to see that, as there is no morning light, no dawn that touches upon you as you stir from your beds. The bedding was not exactly the easiest to sleep on. A lot of the feathers and other downing within both the mattresses and pillows have worn away, if not been taken away in some of the beds. So it was a bit of a rougher sleep, but it was at least better than being on the ground. With this new day started, though, anything any of you would like to do?
So we had our long rest.
Yes, you all had a long rest.
I don't remember if I had any business before ending last session. I don't think so.
I will. What does like the what do like the remaining members the operation, what do they seem to be doing?
From your operation, Coramathus and Siren are engaged in some dragon chess at the moment
Congrats.
as they seem to be waiting for everyone else to be prepared.
Mm.
With it being the morning, Domo, the dwarf, Bobuk, the orc, and Kristoff, the human, are all eating their own different meals, just silently, barely really looking around. As a reminder, Howlwood, the halfling who got mutated by one of the creatures the day before, is sat within the temple to try to get treatment there.
Um. Hmm. Okay. And the and I think I remember asking this last session. The kind of stuff that happened to Hal did not happen to myself or anyone else that was affected by that same thing.
Correct. None of you had taken similar effects. You simply had to deal with the brunt of the psychic damage instead.
Yeah.
And get passed out.
For
Yeah,
a
one
moment.
shot one of you.
Yep. Okay. Then I will simply get ready and wait for further instructions.
Alright.
Samuel does want to like let the party know, and at some point bring to the attention as well of Cormathus about like it wouldn't hurt to investigate the temple's corruption or any signs of corruption in the temple, seeing if the corruption is like specifically targeted to any religious figure. Like the relation is not as strong as the temple specifically for the god of justice, but
Coramathus will hear you say that and kind of like just still moving some of the pieces on the board, deliberating his decisions there. Respond to you. It is a grave issue if there is a corruption within Jordo's temple. There was an ill feeling I had when I entered it before. There might be something worth looking into after all. We will deliberate that after we meet to discuss how to handle things going forward.
understood. At your service with anything else you might need.
Carry on. Oh, fuck. Cormathus says as one of his knights is taken off the board by Siren.
Can I? So I assume like they're doing their dragon chess in like the lobby, or
Yeah, it's downstairs in the lobby. Everyone's just having like a very light breakfast, whatever supplies they still have.
is what does the general vibe of the game seem to be?
Make me an
Like-
intelligence check.
Oh. Oh, intelligence.
Oh, wait, no, are you talking about the vibes of the game or like the
The
vibes,
vibes
of the players?
the people playing the game.
All right, that'll be an insight check.
Oh wait, no, wait, that's lower. Wait.
Say, oop.
But yeah, that is what I meant.
Okay. I was like,
Five.
the vibes of a game? Okay, we'll go ahead and tell you the vibes of an Uno game too, why don't we?
Let's see the vibes of the game. Oh, thank you so fucking much.
God
Natural
damn.
20.
All right, game, what's your vibes?
Starting strong. Starting strong.
Hey game, what's your vibes?
Oh, well, you know, it's one of those Fridays, you know.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Oh boy. But yeah, with the 5 insight, it's tough to tell if there's any hidden meeting or anything going on. It just looks like you're watching 2 people play dragon chess, like just chess with each other. Saren has a couple more pieces, but it's you don't really even know who's really dominating or winning. Maybe having more pieces is better at this moment, but you don't know if it's gonna switch around.
Yeah, true.
Just watching in awe.
Yeah.
Alright, anything else from anyone? Okay.
Wait, so you want to go investigate something? That was I was hearing about. Would you?
Oh, was that directed to Samael?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was that again?
You need a. You are you investigating something, or need to look into something? What's happening?
I do believe I had mentioned as well to Coramathis, but last night I went to the temple of St. Joros in town. I spoke with someone in there that mentioned that perhaps there might be signs of corruption. I am curious to see if, like, you know, things related to Ream themselves might show signs of corruption given our current situation. And if that's the case, it would be better to tackle this, either to get more clues or perhaps prevent something worse from emerging right from inside our safe spot.
So you're saying if this corruption is also like connected to like the sun bleeding thing,
Correct.
the sun bleeder? Would you want an extra person to come along?
Oh, I was hoping it to be an investigation with as many people involved as possible in case things go dire. But I suppose if we can gather a group to at least start to lessen the load on Coramathis as they and the rest of the survivors set everything else in here, I would not be opposed to that.
Sounds good. I'm with you.
Or I suppose we should at least then see who else would be down to accompany us.
Sure thing. I'll go see who's up for it.
I
Or
appreciate
we can
it.
both just go on ahead and talk with the group. Like I know everyone's like eating and stuff like that. They're getting their little rest before we get up and go. But you know what? Doesn't hurt to ask.
Very well. I'll accompany you to ask then.
Okay.
Did you have anyone in mind?
Ooh. Good question. No idea. That is unless Nibula has been like keeping an eye on who's or known about anyone who is like I don't words. Do we know for certain on what like backgrounds these people are? Like where they came from, or Like,
I
why they're
mean,
here?
I actually don't know if you would know mine.
I was asking if anyone of us know like specific backgrounds on each of these other individuals, these other characters.
All of you have, you know what? Gosh, this would actually be. Yeah, I don't know how much everyone actually talked to each other about this stuff.
Probably not. So I guess this is
Let's
ample time to find
well,
out.
all right, let's go. Let's get 4 different history checks for the surviving members of Brynwatch outside of Chromathus and Siren and all of you. Unless you want to get to we're more focused on your characters than the NPCs. Yeah, let's.
Why not include that and do 6
Okay.
rolls or 7 or
Oh,
whatnot?
it'll be 7 rolls, just 8 rolls altogether. Okay, let's go. What are the NPCs first? Let's get one for Domo Gravelbrand. A history check from each of you.
Oh, from each of us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
Fucking, there we go. Ah, nice.
You probably don't know who that is either. You know exactly who that is.
All right. I'll give this to Namilla and Samael. Domo Gravelbrand is a Talmrin dwarf who is a priest of the goddess of mountains and coin, Tom. Her claim to fame would be like having fought off a series of giants that were stalking some of the cairns. Well, that is the cities of the mountains within Domon Tom, and being showing like great power and fortitude, and attunement to the goddess of mountains that very few are able to show. So just you can sum it up as she's a recognized priestess of the goddess of earth. Alright, let's go with Barbuk New Moon. History check on them as well.
Oof.
All right.
Wow, Samael, a natural 1, huh?
I can't
Mine again.
escape this.
Wow.
None of you really know too much about Barbuk. You just know that looks like a fighter.
The fighter.
Alright, now to move on. Let's go ahead and get Hal now. Even though he's indisposed at the moment.
Oh my god.
Of course I know Hal. Of course I know Hal.
Oh, yeah, Hal? Way back.
Okay, so Samael's the only one who doesn't understand Hal. Alright, Hal Oldbook is a... That game, you're having a time. I got one at least. Anyways, Hal is an accredited bard and performer who would go not only within the realm of winds, Windfall, but would go ahead and venture through a couple of the other domons within Haba Eel, sending good luck and cheer and inspiring plenty, becoming a celebrity in a sense before eventually retiring from that to try to take on some more adventurous work, helping out and fighting off against some of the remnants of the creatures that were trying to fight against the divinity. All right, now for Kristoff.
Who?
Hey, what's Samael's role gonna be?
Oh boy.
Loading. Oh,
Hey,
Samael,
hey.
you know this one too. Okay.
Oh, whew.
Alright, so Samael and Amila. Kristoff is a human from the land of Yomlan Moor.
Oh, no wonder why I know
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, a world that's like blasphemy, but centuries beforehand, essentially wandered into Abigail, was desolate, had nothing on it except for ruins and roaming undead who have been active so long that they could not remember anything if they had a conscience to them. From this realm, the beings known as humans were resurrected so that they could live here yet again, but have no memory of what the ancient humans were like. How is someone who was a one of the people that would dive into the ruins to try to uncover the past that's been hidden, was a mercenary for that work for quite a while, had a specialty in fighting off the armies of the liches and their half-dead, half-mechanical creations beyond that as well. Okay. Now for each of you. You know, let's go into the same order that we do our introductions. Let's get Namilla, Samael, and Kin to roll to try to understand anything about cans.
No?
Oh wow.
All right.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
shit.
Wait,
Nibila.
hey,
What the
whoa,
fuck?
hey, whoa.
You realize about
Hey.
dogs kids, guys?
All right, cans. What do they know about you?
I mean, they know about Kants and the reason that he's here is because his family was caught in this storm of some kind. And the reason that he is on the operation is so he can get back to them,
No.
figure out what's going on here, and save them. I guess would be the great thing here.
Yeah.
If they need to be saved. Fuck. I think 26. I have to word that with something. I think Namilla would also know that. No, I think Hans has revealed that. He said his family lives in Godhome. I think that's been revealed.
Okay. And what do they know about your past? As an acclaimed fighter who has joined the operation to check on this world.
I would say with a 16 from both of them, not a whole lot. Honestly, he keeps that pretty tight-lipped. And I would say with a 26, Kant says that he's a fighter that has gone on adventures, helped out people, has been pretty well traveled. But the thing is if he is well traveled and has done all of this, then there would be at least some talk about him. I would say Namilla is probably with a 26 has for sure not really heard of Cairns.
Okay.
That's it.
Now, let's get the a roll for Namila from Ken, Samael, and Kin.
Who?
Who?
I'm so sorry, Namila. Oh no.
You're an enigma
Yeah.
wrapped in a.
There's going to be at least something here. I'll give you that. It's whatever is the most bare scrap piece of information is what they'll probably know about you, Namilda.
I'll do you one better. Why is Namila?
Is the question I keep asking myself. Jeez. And this is coming from me.
Yeah, just essentially a quick sentence is probably what they'll get out of knowing
Very
you.
bare.
Mm.
We got nothing.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Just a gnome who loves her family and has been traveling about.
Yeah, that's
Of
about
course, you know where I came from. It's Arcanus?
Arcanus.
Arcanus. There it is. Like, I'm like, it's not Arkansas. Yeah, I think that's just the gist of what you may know me by. Just some gnome just went off to travel by themselves.
If you were from Arkansas, Little Rock would just be regular sized rock.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's get the history on Kin now.
Who?
Oh my god.
I know all your fucking
God
secrets,
damn.
apparently.
Oh, fuck.
Namila actually studied people, prepared for this trip.
Kansas and Somalia, you don't know shit. You know, Kin is a kitsune, and you've heard somewhere that he's a
How do you
particular
spell
type
that?
of kitsune. How do you spell kitsune?
Yeah.
Here you go. It's not specifically a D&D thing, it's just a fantasy thing. Anyway, you know that Kin is specifically a kaze kitsune, which means of the shadow, which is probably because his fur is black, but that's all you two can gather. Namilla, you have heard tale of this traveling monk who just helps whoever he finds as he wanders through the ancient remnants and the random ancient ways of Yonlanmore, and helps literally anyone, no price or anything. People don't really know why or what his ultimate goal is. He doesn't seem to have any family, as far as anyone else has heard. But you know, because you're rolled so fucking good, you know because your own studies that there was a village of Kitsune in Yonlanmore that was basically wiped off the map. There's no confirmation or documentation anywhere saying Kin is from here, but you would deduce as much that he is from a destroyed homeland. And in general, Monk travels, punches.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now, for Samael.
All right.
There's so many people from Yamlore here.
You don't know that, Samael.
Yeah,
All
I don't
you know is
know.
that boy a fox.
Samel is, if you are familiar with, the talks and whatnot around Imamor, you probably will have heard about a group of people that serve as kind of guides for most visitors, given that most of the region in Yamamor is either a barren desert wasteland, or sometimes you have to deal with undead just walking around. Uh, there is a group of people who serve as guides, specifically in the continent of Useth. Uh, from there is one that does kind of pop up more, uh, taking on the most dangerous jobs and will guide you through regions that have been in the continent of Lyros, which is known for the marshes and part of the domain of a lichdom, the Rio Brand lichdom. However, most of that is like it has been a while since Samel was known. Basically, that's where Kins and Cass's info goes. So just that. Nimila, you kind of know that he just recently resurfaced, now doing odd jobs outside of Yumlamore, which is like peculiar because there was no rhyme or reason, and he doesn't seem to have returned to Yumlamore since. But that's pretty much it.
Okay. So that's a general bit of affairs. You all already know Siren's story that he is a justice of Tarash, which is to say that he is someone who had a death penalty and is working off that service with a curse of chains around his neck that would kill him if he were to go against his command or be deemed too hostile. And Koamathis is a lesser god of war, specifically a god of maces, who was a heralded champion back in the beginning days of the Age of Light, right after the Divine campaign where the gods fought against the creations of primordials, dragons, and giants alike. Having helped fend off some of the leftovers of that, he eventually was given the chance to ascend to godhood and took up that mantle. And that's what you know of each other. So for your idea, Nimilda, on who to bring with you to the temple. Do you have an idea of who you'd like to bring?
I was gonna just ask, how many people do you think you will want to bring? Like, I was thinking Gravel Brand and Brenda Handel.
I don't know those people. But I'll trust your judgment. I suppose we do gotta make sure that we also not like... Because all this could also just be nothing to worry about.
Bro.
Carmathis did mention having an eerie feeling in the temple.
Well, if there are
If
signs
anything,
of corruption, so I
think
gotta
it would
trust
be
his
best.
judgment.
I think it would be best if we just open this invitation and see who is available to join us, rather than just simply recruiting someone.
I mean, I was just gonna ask. Wasn't gonna force them to be like, "Hey, come along with us."
Very well.
I guess we make our way to the group.
Certainly. By now, everyone's probably finished with whatever meals they had and ready to go about the rest of the day's business.
Hmm.
As you make your approach, the four of Domo, Barbuk, sorry, the three of Domo, Barbuk, and Kristoff, they'll look over in your direction. As seeing that you seem to have something to say. What are Ken's and Ken up to?
Kance is probably... He's probably with everyone. He is... I think he's probably just sitting just outside. Just looking around, taking in the general scenery of the town.
Okay.
Kin's probably with the other NPCs that you just mentioned.
Okay. And so, Namilda?
Hello, we may have something we can do today. Apparently there's some trouble going down with the temple, and we need to investigate it. Who's open?
The dwarf, orc, and human will kind of like all look around and then just kind of like look back to you. Kristoff will speak up. Unlikely had a busy day ahead of ourselves. I suppose any of us can join in.
But hold on there. You want to investigate what now?
The temple in the city or town.
All right. I suppose no conclusion is out of the question.
Because it may have like something to do with the Sunbleeder, so we like it's not like a bad thing to like look into, because apparently there's some like sense of corruption happening underneath it. So like
I have a feeling you'd investigate either way. It
well,
troubles me that it'd come to this, but I suppose it can't be helped.
So, who all would you want to bring with you then?
I mean, we wanted a group. It didn't matter how many we bring, so if anyone's up to it, we can go now.
Alright. I'll say that out of those not to control any of you right now, Kristoff and Domo will join along as Varbuk stays behind to make her own rounds around the town.
Ooh, the two people I know.
Alright. Do you make your way to the temple at this point?
I think we are.
Okay.
Kin's giving an impression he's not super comfortable with this mission and is staying with God, why did I forget her name? You just said it. Barbara?
Varbuk?
Barbara, yeah.
Okay. Alright, you'll go ahead and start cans.
I'm assuming they are heading, like, they're heading out, so they're, like, leaving the inn.
Yes.
So, like, when they step out, Kance will kind of just be, like, sitting on the porch, just, like, looking up at the cloud-covered sky still. And, as the door opens, he kind of just turns and looks at the group of people coming out. Oh, hi. What's going on? This is a large group of people.
Is it that large?
I mean, large for our operation.
I mean, considering, yeah. We're just gonna have a quick look at the temple because there's something off about it. We're just gonna go see, check it out. If there's nothing to it, well, I don't know.
You want some
Would
help?
you like to come?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. it's
Right.
it's either that or just standing around.
That is true.
So I will go with.
Okay. So you all begin moving down the streets. At this early morning, you can see that there are very few people that are moving around the town. Can I get an intelligence check from all who are with this group right now?
Ooh,
I must-
intelligence check.
I must ask why intelligence. I must,
Oh no.
It couldn't be like charisma.
I am oblivious.
Oh, it would just be straight up intelligence, not a save, but it still wouldn't meet the DC.
Oh, what am I doing the save for? What the hell?
But Samael and Cans, you can
Go, let's go.
I did not mean to do that. Can we roll
you
that?
can figure that based off of how many people you've seen rummaging around, as well as an understanding of how many buildings there probably are within here, that this town has seen a... You're kind of taught this yesterday by the town's council as well, but a large number of people most likely have perished in these months since the clouds formed. You don't know if this town's even at half of its original population. That's something
Yeah.
you note as you head south to the temple. See the slightly rotted and very worn stone that constructs this building. Inside, you can see lying on one of the back pews is Al. The arm that was mutated, slowly looking like it's returning at least a little bit back to the original form, as he's just laid down, muttering to himself. Over by the altar, still in prayer, is the priest, the halfling Dagobert. The worn clergy robes on as he just continues chanting a prayer in silence over to the altar to the Pantheon. If none of you say anything as you enter, Eventually, Dagobert will speak up. Are you here to discuss any matters with me for helping repair the church?
I mean,
Or have
I'll
you
look
come for
over-
prayer?
I'll look over at Samael and Namilla.
We wish to try and investigate further any signs of corruption. If helping it rebuild could lessen it, I would not be opposed to the idea.
This temple is once blessed by the god of war, and their blessing comes in divine blood. Special blood. A couple different methods. A temporary one would be seeing your operations captain to donate some. He's an old friend, so I can say this safely. That he is not exactly a permanent solution. Only a salve. Elsewise, there was a carriage that traveled through the Lord's Highway, collecting taxes for the Temple of Bryn. Within there, for its own protection, should be some of the God of Justice's own blood still within. Even a vial of that would be enough to sanctify this land further. You hopefully would be able to find it if you just venture across the road. I believe it would have been somewhere between Godholm and Airgrad. Another option that I can think of is to track down a god of war far greater than your captain. The Thunder God, Leiroth Jor-El, who has, for some reason, taken himself to live within a town over to the south as well. You should be able to find him within the town of Fasrem.
We
Uh,
have the updated maps, right? Like that was
Yeah.
given to us. Okay.
But we don't have that place marked, right?
You do not. You know what, I can go ahead and just give you the one that has all those to make this easier for you all, honestly. Just ignore
You-
some of these things that I'm going to
Well,
be
just not
covering up real
us.
quick. No, that one's okay.
Oh no. Yeah, because it said it must be near Godhome, correct? Like go to the south as well.
Yeah, here I
Yeah,
can.
south.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
the
a.
fucking new name of Godhome. Fuck.
Yeah, that's
Unfortunate.
Yeah, based
where
on
did he say to go? Farsem?
Fasren over to the southeast would be where you should be able to find Leiroth Jor-El.
and then the plot of Regin is in a carriage in a like the road there correctly?
The carriage with a vial of Rin's blood should be between the capital and Airgrad, somewhere along a road stretching between the two.
Okay, so like somewhere around here, right?
Possibly.
So we could do this. Boom, and then
Mm-hmm. Ideally, we'd have to make it to. Oof, the issue with Godmorn is the body of Brayden in the middle of it all. It just
just don't
disappears
just
to you
don't
if
look
you
at
watch
him.
it.
Don't
Just
look at
look
him.
at him.
I mean,
Yeah,
quite
'cause-
literally, just don't look at him.
Because yeah, would ideally get to God home, find the road that leads to Argrad, and then hopefully
We don't
find
know
the carriage
about we
there.
don't know about this new name for Godhome, right?
Yeah.
No, for you it's still Godhome.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So ideally, it would be traverse the road in hopes of finding the carriage. Otherwise, if there's no carriage, we could head to Farsam.
Okay.
Carriage offers faster travel.
The issue is we don't really have a method of traveling that's not walking.
No, we do not. We're just walking.
And going back to Gotmorin means traversing the forest once more and offering tribute.
I mean,
Which we-
maybe not. I mean, we did have to offer tribute because an airplane did crash, or an airship did crash into the forest.
I suppose so. I guess it would just be a matter of hoping our presence is not an issue.
That's true.
Yeah, did they say that people rarely come back when they leave town?
Yep, they did
Yeah.
say that.
They say a
Unknown
lot of
why.
things.
We at least know that there might be due to the different events we encountered while traversing the forest, like the fairy, the dancing lights.
Oh yeah, that. Mm-hmm.
And we
And then
do
you-
know that someone got decapitated while praying.
True.
That true.
Praying towards Godhome.
Yep. These are the only two solutions you think of that could help re-sanctify this place, correct?
Those are the ones I know about in my limited knowledge. I'm unfamiliar with anything else. And the northeast, possibly there could be something hidden within the Lord's monuments. But I could not tell you that. It would be a very dangerous endeavor even in normal times.
So we either have the kind of known options or the risk it for the biscuit. Our mission will have us return to Godmore, correct? Like to complete the task, or what was the plan again? For the current mission, because we needed to communicate, right?
Our mission
Establish
was literally just to figure out what's going on in here and report back. I think.
That is the general statement, yes. Granted, there is still the issue of how to talk back, as well as how to get out.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no ship that we have left.
Correct.
I mean, we still don't know what happened to the other ship.
Indeed.
That's also true. We're gonna get to the forest and the wolf will ask for tribute because the other ship also crashed in the forest.
I'm thinking worst case. What if the ship crashed into Godhome?
That could be a possibility as well.
Or maybe what if the ship didn't crash at all?
That's too much hope.
That's fair. That's fair.
Do we actually need any of these things, or do we... This is just me, just thinking. Like, do we actually need any of these things? Or can I use my character to, like, sense out, like, something that's, like... I can point... If I can, like, pinpoint where this corruption is coming from.
I don't think your character would have anything capable of doing that. You don't have any divine sense or anything like that.
That's my... Okay, gotcha.
Otherwise, there's like, you could start moving across the temple and begin trying to investigate different areas. But I need to know what you're investigating and what you're looking for.
We would
I
need
think I told-
Coromathis, since Coromathis at least could sense something
Yeah.
off, but
But he can't tell correctly where...
I might be able to do some.
Okay. So what's the move right here after getting this information? As we're all talking and figuring this out, Hal's still lying down in the back, muttering as Domo will go ahead and give a kind of like kneel down to give a prayer to the Pantheon as well. And the remaining member will go ahead and check in on Hal for you.
I will, I can do that because I leveled up. I'm gonna replace it, but I am gonna use it. I'm gonna cast, Detect Magic.
Okay.
Do I get any sort of, like, vibe? Ping of magic in this room?
Well, what magic items does everyone have on hand?
I do have a wand of missiles. That's the
So
only
I get a
magic
ping of
item.
I get a ping of evocation from your wand.
I also got a ring of water walking on me.
Okay, I think that's a ping of something else. Abjuration?
I believe that's enchantment, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Freaking
does
open up.
Does the pendant I took from the person that got beheaded, the silver overtone, of the goddess of magic, and that does that have magic on it?
It does not have magic on it.
Okay.
So I'll say it.
Alright. This is for detecting schools of magic.
Yes.
So the arcane.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, unless
I'll put in
you can
detect magic.
Yeah, you can detect like
Any,
enchanted items on the different party members here, but
You can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you can learn its school of magic, if any.
you can't see anything beyond the arcane that's either natural within people, the people around you, or within magic items that they're holding. You don't sense anything arcane otherwise.
Okay. Well, it stays up for 10 minutes, so I'll just keep it on.
I guess it's not just arcane, but
Yeah, it's anything that has magic. Or that would be considered, or that would bear magic.
other than that, there would be abjuration within a stone against the wall close to the altar.
stone near the altar?
Yes. Stone within the wall near the altar.
I can't believe stone's here. Anyway.
Hmm.
I'll just say that aside from your magic item, I do sense abjuration from the stone on the altar.
The priest will speak up. That is where one of the remains of Saint Toro remain. Within the keystone.
Oh. Huh.
Hmm.
It is from there
right.
that divine protection is brought, not through his temple, but supposed to spread through the town. And it has been waiting for a time.
Mm-hmm.
If we are to assume the corruption has lessened this protection, and it is why the Sunbleed was, I suppose, allowed to attack the town. Oh, it would be ideal to be able to determine just how much that corruption has spread, or I guess affected. If there are more creatures or more occurrences like Sunbleeds that have been stopped before, the loss of this whatever divine protection remains could become a major threat. If we hope to remain here as a safe haven, we should focus on ensuring this place can act as a safe haven. Hmm. Say, is there
Wow, I've
any...
been muted the entire time.
Oh,
Oh, what were you
Oh.
saying?
I was gonna ask if we wanted to continue exploring here or if we wanted to get ready to.
I would like to explore. Because as much as I don't know what I would be looking for, what kind of corruption would look like, any like abnormalities is all I can think of.
Um, would you mind if we
Should might if
explored
you
and
take a
make
look
sure?
around.
I have no problems with any of you looking through the temple. If you feel there's something to explore.
Okay. I will case the joint with my detect magic.
Alright. Where do you go?
Everywhere.
Alright.
Like literally 30 feet. I'm just like. Vroom, vroom, vroom. I have like that metal detector, and it's just like, except it's like 30 feet wide.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for like abnormalities. I
Alright.
like literally anything that's not temple like I don't know.
Alright, make an investigation check as you scour across.
Me too.
Investigation.
Yeah, let's get an investigation from Cans as well.
Or do you want it to be Arcana since I'm using Detect Magic?
It can be either or.
Oh, yes, please.
It's just a difference in what you find depending on the roll. Alright.
Hey, I'll take it.
And is Samael joining in and looking around as well?
Yep. All right, let's.
Okay.
No.
I don't know what I'm looking for. It's hard to tell what's abnormal. He has not really gone to churches before. He's not a
Alright.
religion kind of guy.
That's so fair.
Domo is also kind of like just stumbling around trying to find something with you, honestly, Samael. Another question. Are you all just checking this one floor? Or are you gonna
Oh,
go
there's
ahead and...
Oh no, every floor.
Oh, I'm checking. He said we can explore the place. I'm exploring. The
Okay.
place.
Yeah, I don't know how many floors there are usually in a church. I'm used to the one-floor church, so.
Yeah, it's the one floor and a basement as far as you know.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was about to say, I'm assuming there's a basement.
Check the basement.
Alright. I'll go ahead and say... Kens, as you and Namila are heading downstairs, Kens, you feel... It's not even from your casting of Detect Magic. There's just some sense of foreboding from below. It's almost like there's... With the casting of your Detect Magic, it almost feels as if at some point you see an ethereal hand reach out and invite you over, further down the stairs. Namilda,
Well,
you yourself kind of like notice it's tough to see with the shadows, and it seems as if they almost move to stay hidden. There's some dark stain on the walls that gets deeper as you descend as well. Sorry, what were you saying, Brian?
I'll say that Kant's kind of allured by it will end up, without realizing, start following this ethereal hand.
I call it. I see a dark stain on the wall, and I guess as your character is entranced into following the tan, I kind of like look back to address there's a stain in the back. You just like kind of like walk past her. And I'm
Yeah.
just like so confused. Hello.
There's a something urging me to go down, like further down.
And I can't see this, right?
You can't.
It's only because of my detect magic that I can see this, right?
Yeah. You
I'm
don't
assuming
see a
that's
school of
the case.
magic with it. It is, for lack of a better word, with how the spell works, it is colorless. It has no substance to it, but you saw it still.
Got it.
I don't say anything. So I don't know what kind of hand you're being lured by. Maybe don't.
Well, we're supposed to,
Yeah, we're supposed to be investigating, not get lured into a trap here.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna get into a trap or anything. Trust me. What's the worst that could happen? I really just said that, didn't I?
Oh my god.
There.
Anything could happen.
Alright, but as you both descend, you find the open basement of the temple. One large room a few rows of shelves featuring different works of literature, as well as open up barrels and boxes that once held sacrament within, now collecting dust. And you see against the far wall a chip in the stone.
Does it feel like the ethereal hand is guiding me towards that chip?
Yes.
Does the stone that the stone has hold any significance in particular?
Mamilla, you notice as well that around that chip at the edge of the wall are shadows that are deeper than they should be. As there's almost a line of darkness that protrudes from the chip down onto the floor. Now, what do y'all do?
Is everyone else with us, or is it just me and Namilla?
Did Samael decide to join going downstairs?
If he saw them walking there, yes.
Alright. So Samael would be down there. Almost still upstairs.
What about Kin?
Kin's not even here.
Oh, he's not even here. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Kristoff is joining you all, though.
Okay. Got it. Can I look around the room and see if there are any like traps or anything like that?
Make an investigation check. Natural 20 for
natural
20.
God damn. Let's
Nice.
go.
You don't see any, like, devices that make a trap or any sigils that make an arcane trap either.
Huh.
I don't know. I don't like these shadows right here.
Can I go up to the chip in the wall?
Sure. Can I get a wisdom saving throw?
Oh boy.
It has to be a wisdom specifically, huh?
Mm-hmm. A 5. Alright. As you make your approach, you can see the shadows at the base of the wall begin to spill upwards. An inky substance protruding from that chip outwards, all of them collecting together until they form before you an image akin to an all-shadow form of what you saw back at Godhome, of the dead body of Bryn, skewered by a spear.
Ooh.
And the head
Oh.
turns to look at you,
Oh.
and you fall unconscious.
Oh.
Oh my god, no.
I'm at 0 hit points.
You fall unconscious, you don't lose health points.
Okay. So, Can sees
Yes.
this. I'm not sure if does everyone see this?
No one else saw anything.
Yeah.
They just
so
saw
see
you
Kance-
just drop
you s-
down.
Yeah, you see just Cance go up, approaches it, and then suddenly
Oh god.
Oh, actually, hold on. I do need to check on something else.
Uh-oh.
Ah, okay. With that, make a Constitution saving throw on top of that.
Uh-oh.
that one I'm good at.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, you just go unconscious then.
Comments!
And because I went unconscious, detect magic fades.
I'm immediately hiding at the sight of just seeing him just collapse to the floor.
Samuel just like grabs his staff but approaches like Ken to check up on him.
Poke me with a stick.
Actually, yeah, you never know when there's like magic that can like spread. Just like, Kent, are you okay? Answer.
Do I wake up?
You're not being woken up by that, no.
Oh, I'm not being woken up by it. Okay.
Guess Samuel will have to like kneel down, try to like check his pulse, just check for anything.
You do see like you do see my like me breathing. Like you do see my chest
Okay.
expanding.
Do you snore? Does your character snore?
You know, I haven't thought about it. Probably not.
Samuel will take his water skin, just gonna pop it open and try to pour some water on Kansas' face, see if that wakes him up.
Or are you approaching the wall to do so?
I mean, he's approaching where Kansas is, so if Kansas is near the wall, yes.
Alright. Make a wisdom save.
You should
Oh,
really
boy.
not do that. Get back here.
Oh, come on!
Oh buddy, oh buddy.
Make a constitution saving throw as you fall unconscious.
This
Oh
is
my
gonna be a
God,
pile of
please.
dudes.
Pile of guys, pile
Alright,
of
nothing
dudes.
happens to you.
Oh boy.
Well,
I will say, technically Samael is a little bit closer to you all after falling down than Cans, but only by a foot.
I can't pick you guys up and drag you over. What the fuck? I'm not that strong. Wait, where's Kristoff? He's down here with us.
Oh yeah, Kristoff will go ahead and kind of like look around for something as well. Before kind of like just getting a chair to try to put over at least a bit of Samael and start dragging him without getting too close. Having a tough time finding birches, but eventually is able to drag you back to towards the start of the room.
Well, that's one.
Yeah.
One dragged out.
Is anything else happening to me while I'm unconscious?
Not at the moment.
Not at the
Not the
moment.
moment.
The moment says.
Do I
I'm
wake
shocked.
up once I'm far away from the wall, or do I'm still unconscious?
You're still unconscious right now.
Okay.
Dagobert eventually makes his descent down the stairs as well, and looks down at the unconscious Samael, and then over to Kans as well. There's something good happened down here.
There's a chip in the stone in the back there, and who was it? Wait, who was it? It was yeah, Cons went to go check that stone out, instant collapse. And then somebody went to go help him. He also collapsed. So something about the wall there, or the stone. That might be where the danger is.
And the infection is deep.
Indeed.
Explains the erosion that is below the keystone. Dagobert's, this halfling priest goes ahead and just starts walking forward to Cans. And
be careful.
just chants a prayer to himself as he does so.
Uh-oh.
Eventually comes upon Cans grabs him by his shoulders and just starts dragging Cans back over to the bottom of the stairs without an issue.
All right. Good to know.
After this, Dagobert will then take out a pendant that has a symbol of the sun within it. Hold it in his hands, and with the in one hand and with the other, touch upon both Kansas' head as well as Samael's, and the two of you will wake up. As far as you know, you just it just feels like you happen to teleport right into the spot. You don't even remember going unconscious.
Do we remember seeing?
Both of you will have seen the same image, though. That's all you have right before you woke up.
What was that?
I don't know. That was freaky. I saw
That
Bryn?
invisible hand you were talking about?
Bryn? You know, the
Bryn.
god that's
Go.
over Godhome?
The same
Court?
visage we saw over Godhome.
Yeah. But like standing there looking at me.
Bren spoke to you.
No. It's more like,
A stare, and then we were here.
yeah. Did either of you see that?
I saw nothing. I just saw the both of you just collapse.
Kristoff
Yeah,
will.
Collapse? What do you mean?
Apparently you got too close to the wall, or you just fell over.
Cans will help himself up and then, or we'll get up and then we'll help Samael up. We're still at full hit points, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh. You found
I look over at the chip in the wall. Is there any difference in it to me?
It's returned to the form it had before.
A shadow on the ground?
Yep. A shadow deeper than it should be.
Can I be a little naughty? Can I be a little naughty and do a little thing?
What are you trying to do?
I mean, I'm gonna ask. Like, can I try a little thing? It might end up with us.
Like, can I
having to
flirt
deal
with the
this.
shadow?
No. God, no. Wait, sorry. I'm
Kidding.
so sorry. I'm so sorry I said that. Anyway.
Sorry.
It may result in us having to fight whatever's here, but
What exactly do you plan to do?
attack the shadow. Cast a little thing on it.
Is the shadow on the wall or on the ground right now?
Round.
Well, what exactly were you hoping to cast on it?
I was thinking Bane. Which Bane, blah 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 blah.
What is happening? Yeah, do you
I
attempt
think you're
to
the
cast
wrong
Bane?
I'll try it.
Okay.
Someone else. I'll cast Bane on the fucking
Alright.
shadow on the ground.
You cast the spell Bane. You can feel the magic be used. The spell's not gone,
It's not
but
just
you
my
do not
face.
find it having any effect on anything.
Huh.
Is the shadow where Kent's first fell down, or?
It's against the, like, where the wall meets the floor. It's in that corner.
Hmm.
Well, there can't be a shadow if there's light.
It's true.
Samel just raises his palm towards the shadow as energy just kind of gathers in it, and he fires a sunbolt at it.
Okay.
Unbolt.
You fire a blast of radiance brought by your body's natural energies over into this shadow. And with that, you see a reaction as a black mist forms upwards from where the impact happened. And then the shadows just seem to collapse on each other to make up for what was hit.
So basically, like, it goes
Uh,
up and then reforms.
I'll follow up with what Samael did. I will cast Hellfire.
Wait, hold on. Let's not burn this. Let's not burn this church down.
It's only localized on the target.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I was about to say,
Can I
God,
see
might
the
be
description in
away.
that case then?
Wait, is there anything flammable around here?
Yeah, books.
Yeah.
Books? Never mind.
A
Yeah,
lot of wood.
we're in the middle of a church
Not the
mind.
books. Leave the
with all
books
the
alone.
texts and scriptures.
That you have to be fucking around stuff, and I only have fire stuff. Fuck you.
God damn it.
Fuck you. I throw a javelin at it.
You throw a javelin at it?
Yes.
Alright, let's get an attack roll.
10.
At 10, as the javelin bounces off the wall,
Fuck.
and it just kind of like clatters back onto the ground in front of it by a few feet.
Wait. I have extra attack. Wait. 14.
You have 2 javelins?
I have 5.
Okay. You throw another javelin, and it hits the stone wall and clatters onto the ground a few feet away.
Fuck.
Samil is gonna now try to aim the radiant ball of the chip in the wall that Ken's first tried to investigate before he got knocked unconscious.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and also say at this point, the priest will kind of like just hold on to you with one hand and try to reach at Cans with the other. Can you stop trying to ruin the temple?
I'm
He has a point.
yeah.
So far, nothing has worked.
Sure. At
I
least there
mean-
was a reaction to
With the sunbolt.
radiant. Yeah.
What this is might be some of that dark touch. Essence that formed from the wounds of the world.
Now, how sure are we that the blood abrasion will actually help with this and not increase the corruption? Because now that is my concern.
Like, what if the blood would feed this shadow
Yes.
creature instead?
Yes.
The dark touch is a strange and malevolent force that feasts upon the life of what touches it. If there is still divinity within the blood of Bryn, then it should help in pushing away from here.
And you're certain about this?
I have little other choice in the matter. There are very little ways to try to help. It could be a gamble. It is a gamble. But I want to put my faith in the gods, even if they may not look over here.
For the time being, I suppose our best bet will be to at least keep an eye on this. Hope it doesn't grow in size or worse, spread to other areas. If it feeds on the force of living things, then that alone can be a danger. Would the divinity of Cormathis have any effect to at least quarantine it in some way?
Like I said, a salve, at least. He'd need to stay close within the temple. And so long as he is able to shed some of the divinity given to him, things shouldn't get worse.
I suppose for the time being, let's report and mention the options to us to the rest of the group.
Indeed. Yeah, that's
From there,
the only
perhaps
option I
yes.
can think of right now.
Think of a plan of action. A journey all the way to Forseam. I would like it to so that we have at least some sort of transfers, either horses, carriage, or any magical things, rather than just making the trip at foot. Although at least I don't think we will be attacked by that dragon if we're going at foot. Does anyone else want to explore more of the temple, or should we head back?
Let's say we head back and talk about our findings.
Maybe don't have anyone come down here.
Yeah, have this area blocked off.
I'll have it quarantined. Make sure that I'm the only one that can make a traversal down here. I'll keep an eye on the wounds that's been brought to this church. Yeah. With that, you can all collect yourselves as you make your way back. And we can go ahead on a... let's go with a 5-minute break before we get back and see how things are going with Ken and Varbrook. But yeah, in the meantime, everyone make sure to go ahead and drink some water, get a snack, use the restroom, get a little bit of a stretch, whatever you need to do to take care of yourselves. Be back in a few. Take care, y'all. Alright, hello again. Hope everyone had a nice little break. Hello there again?
Yep.
By the way, before we get back into this, I don't have the Tiltify stuff on the D&D pages, so I missed this until I happened to check. That's, thank you, Fake Martin Lawrence, for the $20 donation to ASAN. It does say karaoke request with Jockey getting to pick. I'm not doing that today because it's a D&D night. I'll do that next stream I do, but Jockey, what would you want me to do a karaoke for? God, this will be right before Uno.
My way.
You can just message later if you want to.
All right.
All right, but yeah. With that taken care of, Ken, you
Yes.
and Barbrook are currently going through the town of Siona. Just looking around the different aspects within. Is there anything in particular you would like to look for on your patrol?
Other signs of corruption. But also, if anyone is, like, outdoor looking like they're in desperate need of help, like someone's homeless or injured or especially.
You can see throughout that there are plenty of people who look to be very worn and weary. There are some who have old wounds that are being mended as best as they can. Make an investigation check.
Oh, fuck.
A natural 1, huh?
Yep.
Oh, don't worry, Barbara got a natural 20 to counter it out.
Oh, nice. So where are we going?
Let's see. Barbrook is kind of like checking out going to the southern area during this part of the patrol, where you all happen to come across an area that advertises itself as the Iron Will Forge, and a building that has a one-floor shop attachment to it with a pretty open space. You can hear the ring of metal loosely within here. Yeah. But outside is an anvil and a forge that barely has a working fire to it, as you can see that there is a dwarven person with a heavy apron on and common clothes underneath, who is just hammering away at a piece of metal, trying to get a hammer in shape at the moment. The place looks pretty desolate. A lot of the equipment doesn't seem to be in the best working order as you're passing on by, but you can see kind of just waiting around for this are a handful of townsfolk who are dressed in various layers of destroyed clothing, just worn out from wear and tear. Maybe waiting on for this, or just trying to find a way to pass the time. All of them seem to have old wounds as well.
Alright.
Yeah, beyond that, it's not that there's any apparent corruption on the outside anywhere. And there isn't anyone that seems to have any fresh wounds that need to be taken care of.
Alright.
And if you don't do anything, eventually the Smith will see both you and Farbrook and just call out. So, you're the outsiders there, eh? Going to pass the time with them?
Who'd you say this was approaching?
Not approaching the Dwarven Smith that's working at
Smith.
is just kind of like calling out to you in between working the anvil.
Oh, just passing by.
Alright then. How about it? I've done my best to get some tools back up. Whatever repairs can be done here, you know. You're fighters, right? Let me know if you need anything. Don't have much. I can do my best.
I'm not one to take from others.
Oh, who said it would be charity work? It may be the end of the world, but still gotta make coin.
I suppose I can run the idea past the others. As you can see, I'm not exactly much in the way of iron and smithy, metallic works myself.
Fair.
He like spins around showing his cloth clothing and his bare hands with no weapon.
Fair enough then. Enjoy your day then.
And to you as well.
Continuing on. With your patrol through the town. After several more minutes, eventually you see a dwarven woman begin to approach the two of you. Hello there?
Good day to you.
Yes, good day to you as well. You're the fighters, right? The people who took out the Sunbleed?
I suppose I played a part.
And that means you've been outside of here, checked out the woods or places elsewhere?
I suppose so. Although we're still finding our footing, it seems.
Okay, and, if it isn't a bother, oh, sorry, my name is Uhtred. Uhtred Duckthing. And, I have a friend who lives, outside the town, just about a little over 10 miles to the northeast. The name, Thalia Ventro. I put in the names into the Roll20 chat for y'all. I haven't been able to check on him. He's a weirdo. A good weirdo. Nice fella. Takes a lot to get used to. Strange. But yeah. He was some researcher from Demon Soleus who came over here to look at the animals, study wildlife here. I haven't really been able to check on him, like I said, and no one else has looked over it there. It's never a bother for y'all. If you make your way out of here sometime, can you check on his house? See if he's alive?
That would be no problem at all. I'd love to help you out in this.
Thank you. Ben bless you.
Tell me, when was he last seen?
It's since before the clouds.
Ah. Well, I'll see what I can find. Where can I find you to report back?
Oh, I live in one of the. I live in a house just a couple buildings down from Talhalla's. Her shop. It should be closer to, like, the eastern entrance of the town.
Understood. Well, not to worry. I'll do what I can.
Thank you. And with that, Sutrad will leave you to be.
What do you think? Shouldn't we help?
Sure. Oh, yeah, sure. The person might be a bit looking at how things are, probably perish, but it's good to at least get peace of mind on this matter.
I don't know when the others will be ready, but I suppose we may as well start heading out then.
I don't think the two of us would be. It'd be advised for the two of us to make our journey out there. I don't think there's something to bring up with everyone else.
You have little faith in me now.
It's not a matter of faith in you. It's a matter of what we've seen. Do you think you could handle it?
I suppose I can be a bit hasty from time to time.
Yes, and the rumors I've heard about you tell me that.
Oh dear.
A bit prone to go diving in head first, eh? But not the worst trait a person can have. Agree who to be so self-assured and confident. And sometimes it's the better strategy in the end.
Whether the better strategy or the worse one, it'd be best that I go in as myself.
That's a good attitude.
Surely you can think no different.
And how I wish that I could join in this. It would be more fun that way, but... One of ours woke up. No, one of ours had their head removed without anyone being made aware. I would not dare venture through those woods without a proper plan.
Well, I suppose in the meantime, why don't you go and see to it that the party reunites with us and tell them about this little quest of ours. I can go around town and ask people about this Phala character and who he was. Or Thalia.
Alright. With that, Barbara will go ahead and head back to the Last Light Inn. Can I get another investigation check from you then if you're gonna be spending more time looking around the town, asking questions about Thalia?
You got it.
7, huh?
Oh boy.
Yep.
And what happened?
With this, actually, you can do investigation or persuasion.
I'm persuading you to tell me that you know who this person is.
Alright, never mind either way. It's tough to get any information. A lot of people are on edge and very on guard. You're a stranger. You might have helped, even if unwittingly, before. But in a desolate landscape where death has become an acquaintance to all, nothing is more worrisome than the new. And so people, for the most part, hide away from you.
A stranger to the last. Cannot be helped, I suppose.
Alright, so do you make your way back to the inn?
Yeah, at this point.
Okay. In that case, first to arrive would be the party that went to the temple. You'll be there about like half an hour before Barbara comes, and it'll be another half hour before Ken arrives, so what happens anything that happens as you get there and wait on the first person to return? This will be to Cans, Namilla, and Samael.
Oh,
Sorry, what's happening?
You're
You're
the first to arrive, and it'll be another half hour before Barbara returns, and another half hour after Ken returns. So what do you do when you first get there?
Well, where's everyone else at? Like, the other people that were there. Koramathis.
Koramathis is currently looking over a map of Forlorn right now, as Siren seems to be taking a knife to whittle a piece of broken wooden wall down into a chess piece.
It really doesn't seem like those two ever separate.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know why
Yeah.
they can't, yeah.
If there's a reason.
You know, there might be a reason.
And Koramathis will see you all return. Alright. So what did you find over there?
There are signs of corruption. There
There's
is
this shadow in the basement of the temple.
seems to be the product of the world bleeding, as they have called it. It comes from the wounds of the world.
That dog touch that the council talked about then.
We were given two possible solutions to it: either cleanse it and further the divine protection of the temple over this town. But both involve quite the trip.
And what are those options then?
A carriage in between Godhome and Arum could contain a vial of blood from Brigand themselves. Although, whatever there's still divinity in that vial of blood, we would not be able to tell until we acquire it. And the other option would be securing the aid of a god of war, also down south.
A god of war would be more worth bringing along than I.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, what did he say?
What god
He
of
said,
war
what
would be
god
worth?
of war would be worth more bringing along than him? Are you saying you cheating on me with some other god of war?
The way it was explained to us was just closer divinity with Brigian could help sanctify a temple to Brigian.
I'm sure there's no other offense against that with you.
And what is their name then?
Laroth Jorel. They reside in Farsam.
If anyone wants, they can make an insight check.
Oh, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Namila, do you want to make one too?
Make which one?
Insight.
Insight. Here we go. That's bad.
Okay.
You know.
Cans? You notice a look of surprise sneak into Cora Mathis's face at hearing that name. Before he continues, Alright. Very well then. I can see why you would be a prime target to look for, to seek aid from.
Do you know this god of war, Karamathis?
Yes, certainly I do. They are the god of thunder. The founder of the like-named Thunder God School of Fighting. A class that prides itself on striking down their enemies fast, with overwhelming might. Leaderoth was, like myself, made a turn into adulthood too late for fighting in the Divine campaign itself, but centuries older, he was still there for the reconstruction. He was meant to be one of the another fire elf in origin. He was meant to help Domando 10 be a servant to the god of fire and forges. We're left out to follow Tarash into whatever battles she had. Eventually, after a campaign in the blasphemy, he emerged, helping escort some people through, and was unlucky enough to come across the nameless dragon. A terrible void and calamity. It stole many lives then, as well as his arm. Nothing has been heard about him since then. Is there anything else that needs to be brought to my attention?
The corruption is only localized to one section of the of the temple.
Of the temple in the basement, yeah.
So we just had them quarantine that section.
Hmm.
And keep tabs on it to make sure it doesn't grow in size, and if it does, then from there.
Your presence near the temple can help contain it. However, it might be required for you to shed a part of your divinity, so that is up to you if you wish to take that route. For the time being, as long as we require the solutions fast enough, we could prevent that corruption from turning into something worse. Staying clear of it would be possibly the best solution for now, and keeping an eye on it, just to observe its development.
Very well, that shall be my charge while we are here then. I will not be able to leave this town. But in the meantime, I'll have to see fit to sending the rest of you out to take on what matters that can be handled. Of soldiers here, not exactly well equipped, and danger can strike again. I'll have to hold on to some of you here to train them up and keep things safe here as well.
That is okay by me. Has there been any signs or word from the other teams? The ones that came in the other ships?
Nothing. Not a word since that dragon. Since a dragon struck against it.
Scared to think what might have happened to them.
What even was that creature? It looked like a dragon, but not quite.
Maybe an abomination created by whatever's happened here?
Mathis folds his arms together. It was certainly not something we are used to. Between that and this otherworldly sun we saw, I have reason to believe that there's only one culprit that could be possibly in charge of all of this. The other invaders from another realm. Blasphemy. Those devils are up to something here.
Invaders?
I mean, it very well could be them. Do we know anything about blasphemy?
I mean, if you all want, you can make a... I know you're not here right now, but can join in on this for a history check on the realm of blasphemy.
I'm assuming I don't roll.
Hey, you don't have to.
Okay.
I knows jack about shit. I live in a very small world, guys. I know Yelmore, and anything outside of that is...
Man, same. What the fuck?
Oh my god!
Oh, God.
2 nat ones in a row.
Wow, that's okay, Namilla.
Can you put like change browser? I think that the browser you're using right now, Nimila, should go into the jail, the dice jail.
Oh, Jockey, you're allowed to make a roll on this as well, by the way, even though you're not in the scene.
Okay.
All right, a 14. All right, someone rolled over a 10 as well. All right. The realm of blasphemy, as known to most people within the realm of Hobbiel, is a fraction of, let's say, fraction of a hell from another realm that was shunted away, wandering around in nothingness until eventually it collided with Hobbiel. And from there, the devils that lived within poured out from tears between them and the night, killing off some of the followers of Skatha, the goddess of night and darkness, before eventually targeting other demons, seeking out powers of divinity, having a strange attraction to that, and to the souls of those who perished or were being brought along into the realm of dreams and death. A counterattack was eventually formed, led by the goddess of heroes, Tarash, where they ventured within the splintered off hell and called it blasphemy as they believe that a fitting name to the opponents of the gods. It was a terrible and tough campaign to start, but eventually they were able to, Tarash was able to kill one of the princes within and take over the city of Omkur, where they eventually found the tieflings who were bound by a blood contract to serve, freed them from the contract, and now some of them are able to live within the different domans within Hobbiel. Eventually, Tarash still fights in there with some of her army, the Hellguard. But that is that's for Kin. Some deeper knowledge of it hidden to one of you is that the reason why this piece of hell was fractured was a powerful Aranyes who grew in power both within realms of magic and might, and as well as in political influence, tried to usurp one of the demon kings, one of the devil kings within that old hell, and failed in doing so, and thus her domain was splintered off and thrown away, cast aside, trapping some of those who served trapping some of those who were trying to fight against the Devil Queen within there as well, making some of the allies that aren't really well known of, but also bringing in some even more vicious enemies who are angry at everyone. But yeah, that's the story of blasphemy.
Ah, yes, blasphemy. I know long, like I understand.
I'll say that
You
for
don't know
Samael,
shit.
yeah, for Samael in the middle of rolling solo, the most you'll know is, oh yeah, that's devils, some weird like evil things from there.
Unearthly creatures.
Yeah.
Or whatever Earth is called in this
Dubious little
realm.
creatures up to no good.
Dubious little creature. Oh, the beast is demonic in nature.
Very icky, no good.
No good.
From what I've gathered, but at the same time, I never met one, so well. Anyways, either we. All right, no, I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna be saying. I lost words. Lost my thought.
I mean, we haven't seen anything like,
The nature so far, but then again,
yeah.
all these like this land has changed dramatically.
There's
Yeah.
no. We haven't had a case like this in any other domain, as far as we know.
A pantheon should not die. We already saw one thing open to our understanding.
Yeah, this is like not even 30 seconds in, we already saw something completely unnatural and unlike anything else that should exist. Um,
Oh. Group. Oh, what is here at least?
mhm.
Although we proceed further, our Danes is a faction, you all. Just remember, to never show any mercy to those devils. What they have done to this world, they deserve to be stomped out like bugs. If there's nothing else that goes on, eventually Bobrik makes her return, and then Kin as well. How was your patrol? Jockey?
I'm trying to think how to put it. It was nothing too eventful. We did hear of an important fella, someone named Falia Fencro, who went missing recently. And, well, I suppose just before the clouds formed. It could be important to find them. Apparently they were studying animals in the area. They might know a bit about some of the natural issues that have been happening.
Getting information is good information to get. Very well then. Alright. Oh, sorry. I completely forgot what that history was for and I remembered. It just happened a little bit ago, that's my fault. I was just about to look into how to split all of you off for the evidence. Here we go. Dolmo, Labuk, Gustav. I will need your assistance here in training everyone. Another holy soldier we good to have on hand for keeping the temple sanctified. Same with you, Barbuk. Being a blessed one by Geatha's dreams. If the Moon Princess deigns you to be a worthy person to send, then I can trust you to find some way to help with the corruption here as well. Kristoff, you have no weapon, but you can certainly train those who have one here. Eventually, I'll have to check in with that smith we've heard about and get everyone here properly supplied. As for the rest of you, 2 of you are easily mobile and don't need too much in supplies. Another of you is very informative, intelligent, and would understand the situation quickly. Cans.
The other is cans.
You can be armored muscle to help keep them all safe. I know little about your work other than you're some accomplished mercenary. All 4 of you can be a quick, swift force. Small enough to move around easily. We'll handle things here as best as we can. A lot of you take on the jobs you've decided to pick up in the meantime. Whatever else you need to do around here. And continue the mission. Find out what happened and why. And then we can figure out how to get off this forsaken world. Are your orders
I
clear?
have this funny feeling it won't be coming so soon.
I can only pray it does. Are my orders clear?
Clear.
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 Get yourself suited up then, and get ready to make your departure. I'll leave where you go first, up to you.
Well, my friends, found anything in your search?
You could say that.
You know.
A shadow in the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
We found like this thing in it. There's some corruption in the temple.
Oh, yeah, specifically it's in the temple's basement, not this
Yeah.
basement.
Yeah, we quarantined it off, so it should be fine. But
The sooner we
if it
shadow.
expand,
A shadow, you say?
yes, the true self.
Persona!
I can avoid being seen if I wish, but to be a shadow entirely, that is an entirely different gift.
Yeah, so quarantined. We have 2 destinations to go to.
Ideally,
One
we
does
can
a
stop by
caravan
one.
and then another God of War.
Ideally, we can check both of them out.
Along with your lead.
Our friend Falia, who's missing, appears to be in the north. Or at least that's where their home is.
Any idea, like, narrowing it down where?
Did you ask
But
for
yeah,
a
wasn't I
map?
given an exact location? It was like 10 miles.
A little over a little over 10 miles to the northeast, yeah.
So, like,
It's just a little over 10 miles to the northeast.
it's like here-ish. We can honestly hit that first.
Yes, if it's a missing person, it does have us go there faster.
And it's
Indeed.
not too far out of the way.
After all, their friend, I believe her name was Utreid, wished for us to report back afterwards, and, well, good news or bad news, it would pay us to visit back again.
Well, we can go over there, and then once we figure out what happened we can stop in, and then continue down towards Farsum.
What do you hope to find there?
That's where the God of War is, right?
No, I thought that was where the carriage is.
Ken hasn't heard any of this.
No,
Yeah.
no, the carriage is somewhere around here.
Oh.
Yeah, the carriage is somewhere between the capital Godhome and Airgad, while
Okay.
you were told Leilath would be over by Fastrim.
Okay. I got that backwards.
But yeah.
So, I mean, if we do get a carriage, it would help with like fast traveling.
You mentioned the missing person is someone that's knowledgeable of the fauna around here, correct?
Apparently they were studying the wildlife. Seemed like an eccentric fellow to our client.
They might know an animal that we could use for transport that could make the trek down to Godhome and Forest much easier.
Yeah.
Because a trek like that on just foot would be quite the odyssey.
Yeah.
Perhaps speak for yourself.
I speak for us as a group.
Yeah, as a group, yeah.
As
Individually,
someone who's
it would be fine.
as someone
probably
who's
take us-
accustomed to guiding people through rough terrain, I assure you this would be ideal to have another transport.
Yeah, this would take like a week to get there.
And we're
I
also
don't-
helping other people, so
Yeah, so
What time of day is it right now? Is there like still, I guess, light in from
It
the
is.
clouds?
It is a little bit
It's
before
still-
noon.
Okay.
we could leave now.
I say we prepare and go look for this missing person as soon as possible.
yeah.
Aye. A fine idea indeed.
Short or long. That's
Oh, sorry, was that Brian?
Oh, I'm just looking up something on
Oh, okay.
for my character. Long rest, okay. Poop. I'm good. So, anything we need to grab before we leave, or?
It's going to be a trek, well, anything we can gather. That's for certain. I don't know.
Ken's gonna see if I can sell my daggers. I have 2 for some reason. I don't use them.
Okay.
I think they were like starting gear, but I might as well just sell them.
Yeah, I think they're starting year.
Yeah.
Get a couple gold back. Yeah.
Alright, you can go back to the smith and get 2 gold back.
I'm gonna
Alright.
keep my javelins because I might need range spell. Or I might need ranged attack.
Anything else in your preparations?
I think that's it for me.
Yeah. I think
What
that's
about
pretty-
potions?
You all got your potions
We got-
yesterday.
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah,
We
we
got
already
a
I have our-
potion.
Yeah.
That's what we have.
Everyone
We get
got a few.
more?
Everyone got like one potion.
at least one.
It is all that
yeah.
we could get from like the town at the time.
I was just gonna see if there was any more potion seller. I'm going into battle, but I need your strongest potions.
I think that was like all we could get
All of
because
it,
we
yeah.
asked the mayor, and that's what the mayor gave us.
Yeah.
But that's what the proprietor of the Last Light Inn gave you.
But then it's like,
Feel free,
what
was
about-
only able to give you that for the week.
What about rations? Because we gave up a lot of those when we were last
Yeah, we
approached
gave
by
up
the-
everything.
we grant rations.
Yeah, you can get that taken care of. Getting enough to help you with your journey.
Woo! Let's get some rations in.
All right.
rations.
Also, I guess while we're gathering rations as well, Samel wants to try and see if he can get some feet of rope somewhere, since he did lose his couple of feet that he have on the crash of the ship.
Okay.
Trying to save that one sailor.
For that, you can make your way to Tau Huddle's Trades. Over by the eastern entrance of the town. The building itself, now to take a good look of it from the outside, looks like it's got a lot less patchwork needed to it. It's been taken care of in a better state, but it still has its own wear around it. Within there, as you make your entrance through a door that seems like it's only on one hinge at this point, there are plenty of items still on stock, but prices are definitely higher than usual.
Oh.
The Minotaur proprietor does greet you, though, looking over at you. Oh, hey there, outsider.
Hello. I'm looking for some feet of rope. Hempen rope, ideally. Would you happen to have some in stock?
Yeah. Yeah, how much do you need?
50 feet if it's a deal, but I'll do with whatever you have available.
Yeah, I can get you 50 feet. That'll be the last of the rope we got here, though. Oh, no. It'll cost you 2 gold.
Yeah. I'll buy it. I'll buy it for Samel. Or Samel.
I assume the prices are due to the current situation of everything, correct?
Yeah, things aren't in the best shape here. I'm doing better than most, but this spot could get better supplies if we were able to reach out to some of the towns or make sure that the forest is better for us to move around in.
Can I do a quick insight check just to see if it's like, truthful in that desperation?
You can attempt to. Uh, 17. Looking around the shop, it is a limited supply for sure. Tau Hollow wasn't telling you any lies that necessarily you feel like. And it is a thing to see that there is still a shop still going in business, so you, at the same time, maybe some normalcy was needed with this, or some way to make sure to keep track of this stuff. But this is your best bet of getting any general supplies here, at least. And if you're heading out, I do have 5 potions of healing as well available.
How much the piece?
Let me real quick double checking what the prices are.
Yeah, because they're usually expensive, so
Yeah.
I don't want to even say how much they might be when just 50 feet of rope are 2 gold pieces.
I'd love to be able to hand them out, but I can give 1 for free. The rest will be 60 gold each.
Wait, what's this for?
Potions of healing.
Oh.
1 for free is still a fucking steal.
I mean, with all we've done, surely you can give us another one for free.
1 is good enough.
It's only fair, right?
Are you trying to do a
1 is-
persuasion?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Oh god.
Natural
Oh
20.
Jesus
shit.
Christ!
Natural 20 for 28.
Holy, never mind, can sauces. Jesus Christ.
Alright. You can get 2 of these. But the rest will still be at the price given.
Thank you so much. He'll grab the 2 potions.
Samel will pay for the feet of rope as well. But he will give at least 15 gold pieces to the shopkeep because 2 free potions is still a lot, and the fact that he's still running a shop in this condition, like, is all I can give. Thank you for your kindness.
Thank you. Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to pay taxes to one of the council members still.
Say, you mentioned something that could help you restock. Was that just helping around with monsters, or was there anything specific you think could help you?
There, yeah, there's a couple different things. A couple different options here. There's a town called Lost that's... we used to work with it lots. We travel up the Idris River, do some shipping, I'll trade by canoe that way. They haven't been down here. A few months ago, we lost contact with them. They haven't sent anyone down since, and the one person who went up to check on them never returned. The other thing is helping collect things out into the woods, whatever natural things we can get there. We need permission from Cairno, which means going to their ritual ground and giving a special tribute there. A feast that will keep them satisfied for some time. I can get a bundle prepared for later, but...
Where did they mention that they lost contact with that would come down? What was the location?
It was in the town of Loss.
Okay, loss.
Just Loss.
We'll keep that in mind. Perhaps once we are done with our current task, we can see what we can do. Thank you again.
And thank you for all you've done already. It's nice to see one of those bleeds, get defeated instead of wait around for who knows how many hours. There's nothing else then?
Not for my part. I don't know if anyone else wanted to
Okay.
check something.
I have nothing.
Okay. In that case, as you gather yourselves together to make your way to the gates heading out of Siona, have it opened up for you all. Cole Mathis will walk alongside as the other members of Operation Brynwatch stand behind. With the gates opening, the God of Maces looks over to you all. I know not what we call you all at this moment. For now, you are a squaddy. By the blessings of I, and under the eyes of the Pantheon, I pray for your safe journey beyond, and return with good news. Venture well.
Maybe I'll return in one piece.
Yeah, there's nothing else for you, any of you to say.
Is I can't think of his name. Wow.
Siren?
Yeah, is he there?
Yes. He just,
Oh,
if you look
Go ahead.
over him, he'll look, just exchange a look and give a grin.
Cancel just because you can't really see his face. He'll just slide like wink. I mean, can't really see his face aside from his eyes, so. And a nod towards him would be too obvious.
Okay.
Looking back for between the 2 years, like I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't want nothing a part of it.
Kiss.
No. She's just confused. Is all.
You didn't see shit, maybe.
Nope, I did not. But
Okay. There's nothing else. The four of you depart from the town of Siona to your first destination, just a little northeast of here. As the gates close behind you, and in front of you now are vast acres of dead woods with an overbearing sky of gray clouds looming over you all. We'll pick up things from there next time on Forlorn Dirge. Hope you all had a fantastic and wonderful time watching so far. And hope you all had a fun time playing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
it was good.
Time for
Yeah.
beer grills.
Oh yeah, just go ahead and start drinking your own pee. You have water, but why not?
True.
Just in case, yeah, you never know.
Yeah. Oh boy, but yeah. Thank you all so much for watching as we go ahead and get ready to head on out. So let's get a reminder of who all the players are and where else you can see them. Brian.
Hi, I'm Brian. You can follow me on Blue Sky at Cosmic Zeta. You can follow me on Twitch at Cosmic Zeta. No plans as far as I'm aware unless something changes or I decide to suddenly get into the streaming mood, but who knows? Oh, wait, you can catch me tomorrow on Simon's stream, twitch.tv/07_Simon. I think that's his name.
Yeah, that's the Twitch name.
What do we?
Yeah, I'll be playing Repo with him
Ooh.
and a bunch of other people.
Ooh,
Heck
that
yeah.
sounds fun.
Thank you very much. Ryder.
Hello, I am Incandescent Writer. You can follow me on Twitch as well as Blue Sky with the same name. Starting on Sunday 6 until the 12th, it is National Library Week, so we're going to be celebrating the entire week on stream, playing some games and doing a little bit of writing and talking about how to better support our libraries.
Heck yeah. Thank you very
Starting off
much.
strong with Sunday playing Uno.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the finals of the Uno
Oh,
tournament.
that's right.
It's
Oh,
the
boy.
rematch.
It's the rematch of the century.
It's finals 2. But yeah, thank you very much. Jockey.
Yeah, I'm Jockey33 on Twitch and YouTube. You can see entirely up my ass if you are my doctor on Tuesday, because I'm not streaming next week. I have an appointment.
Godspeed, Jockey.
And otherwise, I'm probably streaming again week after next.
All right, thank you. I hope the doctor visit goes well.
Hope the fasting goes well. Goddamn.
Oh, Lord.
Godspeed.
Game?
Hi, I'm Game. You can see me tomorrow for some Uno anniversary stream. That'll be fun. Sunday I'll be trying some Terraria late at night. Maybe I'll try to do some Monster Hunter early in the morning. Who knows? Gonna love that that'll update. It's fantastic. But yeah,
Like the monsters.
check me out in GameKind.
All right. Thank you, and thank you all. And I've been Gamrazillicon. You can find me on Blue Sky, Twitch, or YouTube at Gamrazillicon as well. Tomorrow, like Game said, will be the 1-year anniversary for the Journey to 5,000 points in Uno with myself, Game, Markman 101, and the Sega Master. As
1 whole year.
we decided for some reason in celebration to make this a 12-hour stream as well, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Best of luck, guys. What the hell?
And we
the
also
game that never ends.
and since I'm also raising money for ASAN through the month, it was a fun decision to also be like, hey, how about every $5 counts as one of the points to the reset?
This is the game that never ends.
But yeah, other than that, Sunday was going to be Catan with some friends, but that's getting pushed back to another date. Instead, I might be doing some more of my Dark Souls 2 playthrough instead.
Woo.
But yeah, other than that, the schedule for next week will be brought out on sometime Sunday. Hope everyone's looking forward to that, and thank you all so much. And have a fantastic week ahead. You've all been amazing, wonderful, kind, gracious, gorgeous. Proud of you. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.